from Multi-Shelters, and earlier this week through our social media work we requested people to send in questions, and we would just have a small recording of some answers, just a bit of interaction with our customers and potential customers. The first thing that has repeatedly come up is regarding shipping, and we do ship most of our product with our own truck. It allows us to group things together so that we can save our customers money. Just as an example, when we're going to Ottawa, we'll put 3 or 4 orders on the truck at the same time. Everybody pays a bit and we do a loop and deliver it. We do have questions from people sometimes that they would like to come and pick stuff up, which we certainly don't discourage, but most people don't realize just how awkward some of this stuff is, and when you don't have a trailer that's properly set up for it, it becomes quite awkward. So certainly, by all means, when we're quoting, let us give you a price for the freight, help you save some money. Another thing that came up was a question about rodent control on the greenhouses. And one thing that you have to remember is where fencing may seem like a good idea to put it around the structure to keep critters out, and certainly they won't be able to go through, but the main thing you need to remember is that most of these things that you're trying to keep out are animals that can also climb. So when you're putting something up around there, it either has to be solid and slippery, or it's really not going to be all that functional. Excuse me. Another thing that comes up quite often has to do with installation. And one of the things that we have stopped doing quite a few years ago is the installation. The reason for that is because it is so weather sensitive. We could be out, for example, in Kingston doing something, and we get 3 days of rain, which means we can't finish. Meanwhile, we've promised somebody else in another area that we're going to start on Monday. So now we're in a situation where we can't finish, but we've promised to start somewhere else. So what we have done, we've really put an emphasis on our installation manual. It really is geared to people that have not done this before. When we get additional questions or persistent questions about a certain thing, just for example with wind braces, we just decided to put together a little video where we explain it on one of our own structures, and just pointed out with some of the variations, because what was so confusing about it is that there are so many different ways of doing this, and it would cause people, confusion because they didn't know which of the details applied. So now once we've made the video, people understand a whole lot better. Now, last thing that I want to just cover for a minute in today's little video is a question that somebody sent me about a bracket, and I've printed off a picture here. This bracket is just a very simple way of, at intersecting points, tying two pieces of pipe together. Now, it's a very useful bracket because it doesn't involve drilling any holes. It allows for ultimate flexibility as far as where you're putting it and stuff like that. But the one area where I really discourage people from using something like this is the fact that those brackets are extremely difficult, very hard on the plastic. It causes a lot of premature wear, because especially when you're doing with single plastic, the plastic is just jostling around on the building on the warm days, and it causes wear. So that's certainly a reason why I would discourage that. So I thank you for joining us on this particular something new that we're trying, and certainly encourage you to keep asking questions, and we plan on making this a weekly undertaking and just interacting with our customers. Thank you.